So I'm helping remodeling contractors make over $100,000 per month. And I have a lot of experience when it comes to building websites, when it comes to building funnels, and overall just running marketing for themselves, right? And so I wanted to show you in this video the reasons why your website is probably way worse than mine, and the reasons why my websites and my funnels are generating way more leads and way more conversions and way more appointments than what you're currently doing. So stick around and make sure to watch this video till the end. All right, so first thing first, you can see the website right here. This is the landing page. So whenever someone looks after for the remodeling contractor on Google, or maybe finds themselves on Facebook or Instagram and they click on the link, you're going to end up in this nice looking website. And first thing first, again, you can clearly see the color palettes of the contractor itself, of his actual business. So this, the whole identity of the business itself, right? So we don't want to actually, mess around with different types of colors or whatever. We really want to give an identity to the contractor itself. So whenever they see, the contractor in the real life, right, they're actually going to see him, with the same colors itself, giving them, I would say, some familiarity with what they've seen on the website, right? But let's just comment a little bit about the reasons why I would say we have this structure in here, right? Because you're probably noticing something really common, right? And this is something that I've seen a lot in this industry, right? It's basically saying most trusted contractor or best rated contractor in the area, right? Or, top rated contractor in the area, right? This is super common to actually see around all these websites around the remodeling and basically home improvement niche, right? But whenever I see these types of statements, right, you have to actually look what can actually back up all those statements, right? And so in this case, he's actually the number one most trusted contractor around his area, right? And you can basically see it right up front, right? He has his own, I would say, animated website with its own animations. You can clearly see that whenever you load the page, you see the animations which give you a little of authority. But not only that, he actually has a custom-made video by himself and his team that it's unique in the whole world, right? He's the only contractor that has this video because it's his actual business, right? So this immediately puts you apart from all the remodeling contractors that are, on the internet, right? So whenever someone sees your website, he's just immediately gonna say, hey, this contractor seems, serious, right? And so that just, adding their, I would say, their differentials factors, right? Which is basically people you can trust, which is their overall branding method. And this is true. They are someone you can trust in, right? Which I'm going to show you in a second. But the whole point of the website is basically proving yourself that you say who you are. That's one. And also, if you say, those statements like first kitchen and bath specialist or most trusted or best known, you have to actually prove it, right? So in this case, he can actually prove it, and I'm going to show you why he can actually prove it. Not because on the actual images that you can see right here, which already give you some bullet points, but actually because of the reviews he has on Google, which I'm going to show you right now. All right, so whenever you search this remodeling contractor, his actual name, you will actually find out that he has over 123 reviews just on Google, not even counting the reviews he has on the Yellow Pages, on Yelp, HomeAdvisor, Facebook, and all the different platforms that he is actually advertising on, I would say, right? So whenever someone wants to look after for your business and actually Google's the name of your business, the first thing that he's gonna actually see is the whole business itself, where are you located, and the reviews that you have. And so maybe the lead that is looking at this remodeling contractor, in this case, his name is Orlando, by just looking at the number of the reviews and the average, review score, which is 4.9, which is completely awesome and mind-blowing, he's gonna actually say, okay, we are, in front of someone that, it's actually that knows what he's doing, right? And so even if he goes straight to looking at the reviews or he clicks on the website, he's going to have a great impression. Not only because, again, he has so much proof, But if he actually, goes into the website itself, by giving this authority and saying, hey, this is not a normal website, this is actually, a website that you can basically look after to, which is animated and so it has some cool stuff, right? I'm not telling that you have to have all those animations and all that cool stuff, right? But this actually helps you. And just showing, I would say, a familiar path for that user. So, adding this top menu right here, which is something that a lot of websites actually has it, but you want to add it because it's something familiar. People is used to having, the About Us section, the kitchens, bathroom, testimonials, the contact us, right? So you really want to structure your websites in that way. So whenever people find about your business, they actually know what path to take, right? But let's say that, they don't actually know what path to take. You can just put it right ahead, which is, giving them the information straight ahead, right? Watch our testimonials or schedule a consultation. So if he actually saw the reviews and he was actually, interested by them, they can actually just click in here, which I'm gonna just click it, and they can immediately, go to a calendar where they can basically see the, step-by-step process that basically this contractor has, and then just, quickly schedule an appointment with the contractor itself, which makes things super fast and amazing, right? And with the software that we have as a backend, he has his own automations. So whenever a new lead books, he's going to get notified, and also the system will automatically notify that lead that he's going to have, this call that he scheduled at that date and time, which is also pretty cool. So, adding some information, again, showing some proof, showing where you are, and overall just showing a little bit, maybe where do you deliver your services, some frequently asked questions, and where they can actually find you. This is super cool and really shows that, you have nothing to hide on, right? And so on the years that I've been on the industry itself, I mean, I've seen that the contractors itself, I'm not saying that most of them by any means, but sometimes, some of them don't really want to show themselves, right? And I wouldn't say that it's something that you really have to do, but if you can show photos of your team of actual people, like in this case, Orlando, he's showing himself right off the bat, right? Because people doesn't buy to businesses, right? People buys to other people, especially when selling a service like a kitchen or a bathroom remodeling or whatever the service you're selling, right? The business is not gonna, make the whole sale by its own. The people wants to actually talk with someone so they can basically feel understood and then say, hey, this contractor actually knows what he's talking about. It's also trustful. The price makes sense. So let's actually do it, right? So this is what you basically want to show. This is not something that a lot of contractors actually do. And this is the reason why it will make you, I would say, a level further all the competence, right? Because you're showing something that a lot of contractors aren't willing to do, right? And showing yourself well-dressed with your uniform, right? And overall just being, I would say, not that professional, but showing that you're familiar, right? Showing that, you're not hiding anything. And so then they can basically click on the, for example, our story right here, in which they're gonna basically, be able to see the photo of the team itself, a little bit about the contractor itself, then also showing that proof. We want to really make sure that that lead gets nurtured by this process that we're following, which is basically giving proof over and over again. And if they want to see the project itself, which I'm going to show you in a second, they can actually go it here with this shortcut right here, right? But the whole point of it is basically keep showing proof and proof and proof and proof. And if you have a video yourself, just add it right here, presenting the team, and overall, just showing a little bit how the whole service works. I'll explain a bit, in this case, the remodel, maybe the before and afters itself, so they can actually see the work that you put in. And, again, just showing proof that not only you say who you are, but you also have, I would say, the skills in order to fulfill on that, right? So yeah, you can see here on the video, he's not only commenting and going through the steps of the actual service itself, of the actual remodeling itself, with the cabinetry, countertops, and basically how everything looked before, but actually, taking a little bit farther down below and, showing in this case the cabinetry, how it has this self-closing system, which is pretty cool, right? And so basically showing all these bullet points at your service will actually make you stand out. And whenever someone that doesn't even know you who you are, just by looking this will automatically trust you. And whenever he actually calls you, I mean, you will have the easiest sale in your life, right? Because he has already been nurtured by yourself without you having, to even do anything, right? So here you want to add more proof, right? For example, more than 38 years in business, more than 1,000 followers on social media, 145 customers reviews, adding more reviews. This is actually, this website is about to be launched like in a couple of days, right? So here is where you basically want to put an extension with all the Google's reviews that you have in here, which we haven't actually put it yet, but just showing a lot of proof, like a list of the reviews, and then the people actually clicking on, I want to read more, and then that list actually getting bigger, so they can actually see all the proof by not even having to get out of the website. And everything I've just shown you, which is, I would say, it's a website, but it's all made to be a funnel itself, this landing page, in which you get to know the owner. If you want to see the project, you can see it. Then you get to see a little bit about, himself actually talking, a little bit about their team, right? A little about, the remodel itself and what he's looking after. A little bit more about, some bullet points, which is super useful. If you can say that you really care about the homes of the homeowners, because sadly in this industry there are a lot of shady contractors, and so if you can basically prove that you're not one of them by actually saying, hey, we are not just some common cheap contractors that you're gonna hire, we're actually someone that you can trust in and leave us there at your home, because at the end of the day you're remodeling someone's home, right? And at the end of the day, anyone's home is their most valuable asset, because there is where they basically create, I would say, most of their life in, right? So they need someone that they can leave the house on and have the certainty that there's not going to happen anything bad, right? And so, so showing some bullet points about, protective plastic, masking tape to man teams to carry large equipments, clean and, pristine work areas, by showing just some proof. And all this creates a funnel by basically saying, hey, you've already seen myself, you've already seen the team. Now you can schedule a quick phone call, the day and hour that you want to choose from, and we'll actually meet ourselves, right? So in that case, you don't get any phone number that you just have to call and then maybe pray for an answer. In this case, you're getting someone that's saying, hey, at this time I am available, just call me at that time, because I know that I can basically take that phone call, right? And so from there, if they actually want to look further some information, for example, the about us itself, which I think that I've already shown you, showing a little bit about who you are, without not even being scared, just showing yourself. It hasn't even need to be this professional, right? By just being real, keeping it honest, keeping it transparent, will actually make you a lot of business, right? And so yeah, just showing a little bit about the kitchens itself, with the projects that you basically did in the past, with some call to actions to actually book an appointment itself. And so, well, in this case, these photos are automated, which basically means the photos keep passing. But if the user wants to actually go through them, they can actually go through them if they wish to, right? And the same with the bathrooms, right? You really want to showcase what you're capable of. If you have before and afters, make sure to basically go to, because at the end of the day, people will be also able not only gonna be able to see yourself, but also the skills that you have on the whole service itself, right? And then also a call to action to see if they want to schedule. Also super important, if you have this section right here, which is testimonials, make sure to leverage it, because this is the most valuable asset. So not only you're showing photos about the contractor itself and about the team itself, but you're also showing a true story about a testimonial that had, in this case, a bad experience, right? And then you're documenting all this video, and basically you're seeing the actual, in this case, Mr. Perez, talking about what was the experience with Orlando and his team, right? And just having that valuable asset will make you a lot of business, right? And if you actually can get someone that can actually record the video, it doesn't even have to look that professional. I mean, just look at here. This video is not even that professional at all, right? Like at all. You can see that it's recorded with the phone, not with that much great quality, I would say, right? And you can clearly see that just being honest and showing who you are. In this case, Orlando did a really good job by doing that. And just showing and being human will actually make a lot of business. Now, this is not mandatory that you have to do it, but if you do it, I can guarantee that you're gonna make a lot of business. I mean, period, right? Because people is not seeing a blank website. People is actually looking at a business owned by persons, and people buys from other people. Make sure to note that in mind. So yeah, as a call to action, if they want to actually talk with Orlando, they can just, call to action, book a call in here, maybe, just adding some bullet points itself. And from there, you got the booking itself. So yeah, overall, I would say a simple process. Of course, having a cool website like this one isn't something you will have access every day. But if you can actually build something similar to this, we actually build websites for all our clients if they actually want to, besides providing them with exclusive qualified leads that are actually responsive, not like those lead search providers that we all know about. And so we use also a software that is able to follow up with them. That basically means is that whenever you get a new appointment schedule, since it is impossible to do 24 hours and 7 days a week on the phone, this software will actually help you out to basically, talk with the leads, nurture them, sharing some photos, and, just keeping them warm. So whenever you have that time to actually pick the phone and call them or chat with them, they actually, have already had some talks with, I would say, your helping assistants, right? So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna leave a link, of the first link of the description, if you want to actually learn more about how you can actually build all that and also have this cool, nice looking website. And yeah, with that being said, I hope that you learned some valuable stuff. If you did so, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you in the other side. Bye bye.